Time for an update, and I picked something a little bit sunnier because, well, this is not going to be a happy type of video, so I thought a little bit of sunshine, a ray of sunshine might help. Yeah, so an update on the bad news situation is, well, the bad news that we thought was going to happen has happened. We have received word that our main client, the one who pays the bills, will be essentially discontinuing their relationship with us, which means that my contract that ends essentially March 2024 will not be renewed for another year like it was last year. And, well, we don't know when exactly things are going to end, right? We haven't got the full details. We've just been, essentially put on notice. So it is possible that I could have a job into the end of the year. It is possible that come April or May, that's it. I don't know. But it's a weird feeling. I've never been quite in this situation. They say adult life is not easy sometimes, and yeah, you got to work and pay the bills and such like that. And if it was just me and all that kind of stuff, I don't think I would be too worried. But I now have a family and a house and car payments and all that kind of stuff, right? So I can't just, sell my place and move back in with my parents type thing, right? Well, my mom, because my dad's passed away at this point. Admittedly, if worse came to worse, I'm sure my mom would have no problem with us doing, staying there for if need be. But that's not something I want to do. So the question is, what do I do going forward? I don't know. This channel doesn't make me any money. Zero money. I don't have enough subscribers to actually even monetize this channel. So I guess it's possible that I could go on a drive to try and get this channel to a point where it's bringing in enough money that I can live off of it. That's a possibility, but this isn't really what this channel was for. This was just kind of a personal thing that I was doing. And I'm so backlit. I didn't really think this through, did I? I put my hand up here or something like that. But yeah, so monetizing the channel really isn't an option. Yes, I could try to before I was fully out of work and do all that and really push it, but yeah, I don't know. Luckily, I do have enough stuff that I can continue making content without having to spend a lot of extra money. So there is that. So at least the channel will still go. If you guys have any options, I do know some people do live videos and they can accept donations and stuff like that, but I don't think anybody, at least not that I watch in that format, is making enough money in each video to make a living off of it. Yeah, when it comes to these videos and stuff like that, you really do need to have a loyal following of people who want to watch your videos on a regular basis. And I do have that, but it's just not large enough. And then I thank you all for that. All of you who do watch the videos and such, I really wish you would comment more. because I do like interacting with you. But I know, I get it. I watch a lot of your videos on my television, so I can't exactly comment through my well, I guess I could, but it would take forever to even write hello. And yeah, so short of when I'm, you know, at work watching videos and maybe doing a comment there, yeah, I don't know. I don't have that much engagement with you, so I understand you not having that much engagement with me. But I do appreciate it when you do, and I do enjoy it when you do. But yeah, back to the situation at hand. I don't know. I'm not a spring chicken. I am smart. I am willing to do the work. But at the same time, I'm getting to the point in my life where, you know, most people are, you know, they've climbed the ladder and they're at a point where, you know, the body is not, let's be honest, right? As you get older, the body, it's not what it used to be. So those entry physical things, you know, you start off entry level, you do all the work, you do a lot of hard work, and you build up your repertoire of skills and tools and such like that. And then you may possibly get up to a management position of some sort so that you're not having to do as much physical. You know, maybe you started off as a roofer and then you owned a roofing company, you know, or, you know, you went from a entry-level roofer to a guy who oversees the job or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know why I'm using roofing as I think probably because I've seen people doing the roofs lately. And I don't even want to think about the expenses that we're going to have coming, because I know, you know, knock on wood, is this wood? I don't know if this is wood. Knock on wood that we don't have to do our roof for a few years at least, because yeah, there's no money for that, and being out of work is going to deplete any remaining funds that are there. So yeah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I've never been in this situation, and I've never had to feel this way, and it is scary. And yeah, and I mean, right now we don't have any real timeline, right? I don't have a set time that I, you know, schedule things in. It's just kind of, I have to go with what I can. I still got to do the work. You know, I'm still working at the company. It's not like, you know, we get the news and I'm out of there. You know, because if I stay on, I get my, you know, a bonus, and B, because, you know, it's a small company. You know, friends with the owners, essentially friends with them, and it's not something you really want to just leave them high and dry. And they're not leaving, you know, me and the other employees high and dry. It's not the way they are. Outside of what our contracts say and all this kind of stuff, they have literally said, you know, whatever you need, you know, let us know and we'll do whatever we can to help, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to take care of us as much as they can, you know, without being crazy and stuff like that. But you know, bills got to get paid, so I got to have money coming in somewhere. So I don't know how long the money from my current job is going to be, you know, flowing in. So I don't know what kind of timeline I have to work with. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how, you know, ending this, well, you know, in terms of unemployment. Will I even qualify for unemployment of any sort? I will apply for it and see what happens there. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down below. But yeah, being going to be out of work. I'm going to be unemployed eventually. And yeah, a quick learner is not one of those things that really makes for a good resume, right? People, I mean, they want you to be a quick learner, but it doesn't mean that they're going to hire you because you're a quick learner. And looking at my skill set, it's like well, there's people coming out of school who have more that they can put on their resume than I do, right? Are my skills up to date? Not really. I mean, I have a lot of skills that are not related to what I am, what I was hired for. I have extra skills and stuff that I've taken on and jobs I've taken on at the job I'm at. And this is, are you looking at me in shadow? Is this really, I don't know. But anyways, I picked this location, so I'm going with it. But yeah, it's not like I have degrees or certificates or anything like that. It's one of those things where, and I don't want to do, I don't want to do sales. I'm not a salesperson. Can I do sales? Probably. But I would be so unhappy and so almost sick to my stomach trying to, working sales for a multitude of reasons. And I'm not going to get into that, but I mean, technically if I was to do up a resume, it would all essentially point towards a customer service, almost like I don't know, doing phone, customer service over the phone or something like that. Would probably somebody looking at my resume would go, oh, you'd be perfect for that. And that's a minimum wage. Pull your hair out. No, I don't have really any hair left to pull out, but it is. It's funny because I did apply to a job like that before working where I am currently, because there wasn't much that I could find that I had the skills for, and there wasn't really much being made available, so I was posting to a lot of, we'll call them customer service jobs, and technically the job I have now started off as a customer service role, but it wasn't necessarily like a customer service company. It wasn't just a bunch of people on phones and such. There was a lot of stuff going on, and we did multiple things, and I branched out because of that. You don't really get to branch out when you're just in a room full of a bunch of people with phones. At most you get to be you could maybe become a supervisor or something like that, right? And, yeah, telemarketing is not what I'm looking for. It wasn't what I was looking for when I started off at this job either. And I took this job because it wasn't telemarketing. I mean, it was telephone customer service, but there was more to it, And I stayed there because I liked the people who worked there, and I liked the company. Everything about it was nice. Did it pay great? No. Could I have been making more money? Sure. But I liked it. I liked where I was. I liked who I was with, and because of that, I stayed there, and I didn't even bother looking outside the box or trying to go outside the box. And to the point where, I took on a second job because it was like right next door to where I worked, and even they were, accommodating to me, knowing that, I finished my regular job and then I can go to work type thing. And well, that might not have been ideal. They were like, you know what? That's fine. And they paid me minimum wage. And you know what? I didn't put up any fuss. There were people, you know, in high school and such who were making more money than me there. But that's fine, right? Like, it was a secondary job to me. It was just something to add a few dollars, help pay the bills, maybe give me a little bit of spending cash on top of it. But I essentially stopped that when, you know, well, when we went on the adventure to start the family that I have now and this house and such. Yeah, that was essentially the end of that. I mean, yes, I do still work at the job I had before, but I don't live anywhere near where I was before. And so, yeah, working until, you know, 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, and then driving home, especially in the winter and such like that, was like, no, this is not something. Then, not to mention taking up my weekends as well, essentially working 7 days a week when you have, you know, a family and all that kind of stuff as well. Just, it was not in the cards to continue on working 2 jobs. In hindsight, the second job would have been nice to have that extra income because I'd have a little bit more money. But it's yeah, it's fine. Like, I used to take my vacation because I would, you know, working full time. I got a salary and I was paid for my vacation, you know, my time off, whether I was there or not. And I would take my vacations and do another job. You know, I worked fairs or elections and stuff like that, simply because it didn't affect my regular pay and it gave me extra pay. So I hustled, right? Like, I did what I needed to do to pay the bills, and I went above and beyond that to make a little bit more. And I'm not beyond having to work, but they're not I know people aren't looking to pay top dollar for the old guy who doesn't have this great experience resume, this, you know, and the education resume behind it, when they can look at it and go, I can pay this person less who has more education, or, you know, yes, I have a university degree, but it's not going to help me. So yeah, I don't know. It's a scary thought, and I don't know what to do yet. But I thought I'd give you a little update and see if anybody has any ideas. 'Cause yeah, I could use a couple right now. And seeing as how I'm feeling a little emotional right now, I think I'm going to end the video, because I don't need to be making a video about me crying. Yeah, even an optimist like myself, somebody who's pretty easygoing, can find themselves in a little bit of a dark place when it gets pretty bad. So I don't know. Fingers crossed I come up with something, right? Just gotta think. I can do it. I can make it work. I can do something. I can figure things out. Right? Yeah. It's just hard to see it currently. Anyways. Let me know if you have any ideas. Comment down below. I do love to hear from you, and I do read all your comments. Till next video, take care. Have a good one.